Hello everybody, this is Mr. Rob and welcome back to episode number 58 of the Houston Astros franchise here on MLB The Show 20. Today we have our day off in the month of May, so I thought it'd be a good time to take a look at the minor league clubs, see what's going on with DoubleA Corpus Christi and the TripleA Round Rock Express. So both teams are off to a pretty solid start this year, which is good for our minor league clubs. And we're going to start off with DoubleA. Take a look first at a couple of players who are killing it, starting off with Jake Myers, a 58 overall deep potential center fielder. Doesn't really factor into our plans, but he's done a very good job so far, so I thought we'd give him a look. Cliff Levin, our third round pick out of North Carolina this past year. He's hitting 308 currently. Very intrigued to see how he ends up since he has high overall, low potential, but he's someone to keep your eye on. He could be in AAA relatively soon. Kent Emanuel is a AA pitcher who has really struggled so far. 7.98 ERA lefty. Don't really know how much longer he will be in the organization. And on the other side of pitching side, Sionel Perez has had a good start to his season, 3.10 ERA. He's got good potential upside at 60 overall, and Andy is a lefty, so he is very intriguing. Someone at 23 years old, I like to see how he does in the organization. He does have some minor or major league experience, but with the cuts to September call-ups, he did not participate last year in the majors. On the mound for the Rough Riders will be Cole Winn, 61 overall B potential, so somebody to look out for Texas. And their top prospect in the Rangers organization is Maximo Acosta, a left side in-middle infielder who has 63 overall A potential. He could be a force in our in-state rivals, but we'll get a good look at him today in AA. Here we are, the Corpus Christi Hooks are at home facing the 19-14 Frisco Rough Riders. We're going to take a look at some of the highlights in this game. Jason Schroeder is on the mound for Corpus Christi in this one in the first inning. 2 outs, he gives up a base hit up the middle, and the center fielder De La Cruz struggles, and it turns into a double on the single ear E8. Next batter, or a couple batters later, Henry Ramos grounds one through the infield, and that cost the Frisco Rough Riders get their first run of the day. It's now 1-0. Now bases loaded, strike out for Schroeder, so he gets out of it, only surrendering 1 run. All bottom first now, Cliff Levin at the plate, runners on the corners, and he's going to deliver. So Cliff Levin with a shot down the left field line results in a 2-bagger, and it looks like 2 runs are going to come around, and they are going to score. Well, no, actually got thrown at the plate. I thought for sure he got safe. Very interesting call at the plate, but it's now 1-1. Next batter, though, will single into the left center. That ball is going to get down, so it would have been 3-1 if Corpus Christi would have just played a little passive, but nonetheless, they're up 2-1. Colin Barber later in the bottom of the first. He's going to ground 2 in the first, 5-4-3 around the horn. Corpus now up 2-1. Top 3, Henry Ramos back at the plate, and he's going to pop into center field. So Schroeder settling down a little bit here in the early going after that first inning. Bottom 3, Matievich, he draws a walk on the inside slider, so that puts runners on first and second now for Colin Barber. He's going to check his swing. They're going to say he didn't go around, so that is a walk, and now bases loaded for Juan Pineda. He lines it into shallow left. Not shallow enough, though, as that one is caught, and Corpus Christi strands the bases loaded. How about top 4 now? Schroeder, he's going to walk the leadoff man, so that'll put a runner on. Cordero up next. He's got a pitch in the dirt that's going to get away from the catcher, Garneau, and he will move to second base. Now runner on second, no outs. Later in that at-bat, 2-2, flies out to deep center. Could be deep enough for the tag. They are going to test the arm of De La Cruz, and he will get to third base with ease. So now 1 out, runner on third. Maximo Acosta, here he is. He's going to send it to deep center. It's not going to get down, but it will record a sac fly. And he ties this one up at 2 apiece here in the top of the 4th. Ronnie Freeman up next, 2-2 to him. He's swinging and missing on the slider. So go into the bottom of the 4th, tied at 2 apiece. Colton Shaver is going to lead us off, and he hits this one nicely into the gap. And it's going to get down against the wall. That's going to be extra bases. Actually, a double to be more specific. And Corpus Christi has another runner on base. Ross Adolph all next, who's played very good in AA the past couple of seasons, lines this one to the gap in right center, and we got back-to-back extra bases. Adolph's actually going to go around. He's going to reach third on the RBI triple. This makes it 3-2. Corpus Christi, his second triple of the season. Goes back to the top of the order. Frutus Nova, he's going to ground it to shortstop, but that will record a run. So now it is 4-2. We're going to go top 5 now. Frisco, they had a runner on second, grounder up the middle. That's going to score the run. Now it's a 4-3 ball game. Henry Ramos up next, seeing him a couple times. He can't get anything more done as the 5th inning will end 4-3. Go a little later in the game, Carson LaRue is going to come out of the pen for Corpus Christi. He's had a phenomenal double-A so far as well with a 1.64 ERA. He's got a runner on third with 2 outs, but he cannot record the final third out as that one's into the gap in left center. And Frisco will tie it up at 4 apiece here. Back and forth action here between these two teams as we go bottom 6. Our grounder to the shortstop is misplayed. Acosta can't handle that one. So now Corpus Christi has bases loaded, 2 outs. Brian De La Cruz, and he gets it up the middle for a base hit. So De La Cruz comes in clutch. He drives in 2 runs. It is now 6-4 Corpus Christi here in the bottom of the 6th. Big time hitting by the center fielder. We're going to go top 9 now. Trey Wingenter, who is a familiar name. We got him in the trade this past offseason where we sent Lorenzo Cain to San Diego. He's our closer here at Double-A. He walks the second batter of the inning. So tying run now at the plate. Scott Heineman, he lines it up the middle for a base hit right in front of Brian De La Cruz. So now tying runners on first place, and Wingenter's in a little bit of a jam. 2-0 to Weston Wilson. This one's hit deep to left field, over the head of the left fielder. Runner on second actually held up. So don't think he's going to score here, but now bases loaded, 1 out. Julian Severino grounds it to first base. 3, going to get him at second, not going to get him at first, and the run will score. So now 6-5. Tying run 90 feet away. David Wenzel 2-2. He can't check his swing. That ball is called a strike. And the Corpus Christi Hooks win this one 6-5 in a nail-biter. Back and forth affair. Ross Adolph was your player of the game, went 2 for 3. We saw him drive in that RBI triple earlier. And Corpus Christi gets the win. Second half of the episode, we're going to go to our AAA Round Rock Express, who are sitting at 22-12 on the season. A couple of players to highlight for them is Brett Conine, who's going to be on the mound. He was the AA opening day starter a season ago. Has been in AAA this year, has not performed. ERA's at the 10. In the hitting category, Miles Straw, we've seen him at the majors a couple times. He's hit .279 in AAA. Probably would be at the major league level. He's got that speed that we're fully missing, but just with the log jam on the bench, he's had to spend time in AAA this year. And of course, we got to highlight Forrest Whitley, our top prospect. 72 overall, not a potential. He's been killing it in AAA. Would not be surprised if he's in the majors before the next minor league update. But today he will not be on the mound as the Round Rock Express hosts the 14-20 San Antonio Missions. This is the AAA affiliate of the Milwaukee Brewers. They send Dylan File out on the mound. He's had a 3.86 ERA through 7 starts. Looking to get a hold of him in this one. 28 strikeouts in 37 innings. So we go top second first, and here is a big-time shot given up by Brett Conine. As you can see his struggle so far, that one was absolutely destroyed to left field as Gatewood hits a 3-run bomb, sets the Missions already up 3-0 here in the top of the second. His 6th home run of the season as it travels 399 down the left field line. Top 3 now, Jace Peterson leading off. He's going to drill this one into left field. Jace Peterson has plenty of major league experience, but he is on first. Next batter, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, the former Rangers prospect, lines this one on his first pitch into left center, and that one's going to get down, resulting in Peterson getting to third. So now runners on the corners, still no outs for Conine. Now 1 out, line out to the shortstop, can't field it in the fly, so the Missions will get their 4th run of the ball game. Full count now, 2 outs to CJ Hinozoshia. I definitely butchered that one. And he will drive us out of the top of the third. I will go bottom third with this Round Rock or Express bats. They need to get something going here as they get a 1-out single into right field by our first baseman. Next batter, Corey Lee, could be our catcher of the future. He gets one into left field for a base hit. Lee has struggled so far this year in AAA, but he has big plans in our organization. Later in the bottom of the third, Miles Straw strikes out, so we get absolutely nothing in the bottom of the third. Bottom 4, Ronnie Dawson here with 2 outs. He's going to pop up to center, as you can just see on the scoreboard. Only 2 hits so far through 4 for our Express. Top 5, runner on first, no outs, base hit up the middle as Conine continues to struggle. As runners on first and second will actually be it for him. They're going to call on Framber Valdez. So we've seen him at the majors a little bit. He's now in AAA with a 3.62 ERA. Still nobody out. Next batter is going to drill this one into left field for a base hit. That's going to drive home a run. It's going to be credited against Codine, however, but it is 5-0 missions here. Bases loaded, 1 out now. Fortunately, Valdez able to get the double play, goes home with it, goes to first. So it's 5-0 after 4.5. Bottom 6 now, 1 out. Miles Straw at the plate, hits this one beautifully into the left center gap, all the way to the wall. And Miles Straw, he has wheels. We haven't seen these kind of wheels in the major league level this year. Gets into triple with ease. So a 1 out triple for Miles Straw. Toro up next, first pitch. He gets a high fastball. He pops it into center. Probably going to be enough to get Straw home. He's going to test it. And Straw will cross home plate. So the Round Rock Express get their first run of the ball game. Later in the inning, though, Jack Mayfield, who we saw at the majors really recently, pops it up into right. Going to end at the bottom of the 6th. I'm going to go a little later in the game. Brian Abreu is going to come in. He's had a phenomenal year so far for the Express. And he's a bullpen arm to keep your eye on. Could be at the majors at some point. Top 7, though, he gives up a hit up the middle. So now runners on first and second. So now Brian Abreu struggling a little bit out of the pen. Next batter, Gatewood. Saw him hit that 3-run bomb. He's going to hit it down the left field line. We're going to go around the horn for a double play. So now 2 outs. Runner on third. Next batter going to walk. So Abreu sends a runner to first. Now runners on the corner for Jacob Nottingham. 1-1 to him. And he's going to bloop this down the right field line. It's going to get down. Missions, they're going to get their 6th run of the ball game. We have runners on the corner once more. Next batter, the number 9 hole. Ball gets away from the catcher. He fields it, though. Throws the second who tested him. We actually throw him out at second base. It's a very unorthodox way to end the top of the 7th. But we can't seem to do anything in this game. We do get another run here in the bottom of the 9th in garbage time. Makes the score 6-2. Lee up next, 2-2. He's going to pop up in the shallow outfield. And that is going to end our ball game. A Round Rock Express drops 6-2 to the San Antonio Missions. Now what you like to see. Player of the game goes to Dylan File, the starting pitcher of the Missions. He went 7 strong. Only gave up 1 earned run. But plenty to like out of a Round Rock Express. That is going to do it for the minor league part. Next episode, you will see us. We will have a 3-game home series against the Angels, followed by a 4-game road series against the Detroit Tigers. So we have plenty of opportunity to continue our hot May, especially with that 4-game road trip in Detroit. We'll see Josh James again. I feel like we've seen him absolutely every episode, but nonetheless, he'll be on the mound versus Shohei Ohtani in the first half. That's going to do it here for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe down below, especially as we push towards 200 subscribers to end 2020. That would be an awesome milestone to hit. But this is Mr. Rob, and I'll see you in the next one.